Chaen. I'm with Danny Yong. Danny Yong is the CEO of KiniAcademy. How long has it been around? Just going to do a little chit chat right now, having coffee and
Cheers.
tea. Yeah.
KiniAcademy has been around for about 16 months, right?
Very new.
That's quite new. It's one of those ideas that came out of G14 when we have new freedoms and new possibilities.
Yeah.
That's right. So it's set up as an academy to train journalists to start with. Okay, of course, MalaysiaKini is a journalistic organization, and that's the starting point.
Yeah.
So the idea is to train more professional and independent journalists in Malaysia and beyond.
Yes.
That's right. So, for instance, today's course, the course that you're attending right now.
Yes, I'm actually a scholarship, and it's my third day. It's actually the muckraking, developing investigative journalism.
That's right.
Which I'm so privileged. I learned so much. I cannot talk. I'll talk more about that, but let's focus back on this.
Yeah. So this is a perfect example of what we're trying to do. Literally, this course goes out to give journalists and other news providers the ability to conduct investigative journalism, and the focus is to uncover more corruption. Yeah, and this is one of the efforts to strengthen the pillars of our democracy. You know?
I understand that the course that I'm taking, the muckraking thing, is also sponsored by.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah. So
the USAA,
yes,
US Agency of International Development.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
how do you get that? How do you get that to fully sponsor this very expensive course?
Well,
by the way, it's a 9-weekend, full weekend with the best in the trade.
plus 2 weeks of mentoring.
Plus 2 weeks of mentoring. So this is super intensive. Anyway, you can't see me weekend, don't call me.
Yes. We are in conversation with USAID quite constantly.
Okay.
We've already worked with them last year when MalaysiaKini did a parliamentary debate-thon.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's another example of the giving youth and giving people of Malaysia the opportunity to speak up and to get their values, their views heard. Yeah, and that was a debate-thon format. We did 3 of that last year. Yeah, and
very successful.
That was
well received,
and that was also helped by USAID.
Really?
Yeah. They helped with the funding of that.
Fantastic.
This is a follow through, and our conversation with them when they know that we have obviously MalaysiaKini has got the capabilities and the talent to conduct this sort of course.
Yes.
So this is we partner with them to do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your vision, since you're the CEO? What's your vision of KiniAcademy in the next, I don't know, near future and a bit of 5 years?
Yeah.
3 years, maybe 3 years.
Well, KiniAcademy is working very closely with Thomson Foundation, Thomson Reuters, based out of London, to create a journalistic credentials.
Wow.
It's almost like an ACCA for accountants. Yes. So journalistic credentials for the world.
Wow.
Yeah, and we are piloting it with them. So in fact, one of our courses in this investigative journalism, we will be incorporating. We will be incorporating the online courses from Thomson Foundation, Thomson Reuters, in our data-driven journalism course. So the idea is Thomson Foundation's got a Journalism Now program, which is purely online. We, being MalaysiaKini, having the skill, the content matter experts, will give the participants hands-on training, hands-on teaching in the skill part of it. So we're going to integrate 2 programs together, and that will become that is our pilot, our first step, frankly.
Really?
Yeah, in the collaboration. And beyond that, you go beyond Malaysia.
Oh,
yeah.
You mean this can carry beyond?
Oh yeah. When it comes to Thomson Foundation, when it's a joint, it'll be for the rest of the world.
For the rest of the world.
That's right.
Okay. So what are you doing for? You're very strong with the youth, because I also run the the Purple Youth CSR, because we feel that the youth can change the world in 5 ways.
Oh yeah.
And one of them is learning, entrepreneurship, charity, and even psychology. What's your message to our Purple Youth people?
To start with, let me acknowledge you for your effort.
Oh, thank you.
I think that's a great way to go. Youth, obviously, when as they're growing up, they are forming their own personalities and their own views of the world.
Yes.
Yeah. It's important that the youth get informed, right? Informed.
Especially so much misinformation, fake news.
That's right.
And then celebrities sometimes don't say all the right things, and the bad influences.
Yeah. So what we can do is we can try to facilitate and help them, get informed via the right sources as well.
Correct.
We can't stop. We can't stop the less kosher or the fake bits.
Yeah.
But we can also throw in our bits with the right sort of input for the youth, so they get a balanced view, right?
Correct.
And one of the things we are doing, to answer your question, is helping youth gain political literacy.
Yes, talk about that. This sounds very exciting. You told me last week, and I've been thinking the whole week. This is fantastic. You're educating, because guess what? The last election, the youth changed the whole. I think it had a big impact. $20 million.
It's going to be even bigger impact.
Exactly. Let's talk about that.
G15.
Yes, G15.
So the mission is to inform, to educate and inform youths, especially in the ages of 15 to 18 now.
Developing years.
Yeah, because they'll be 18 by 2023, and they can vote.
They can vote by 18.
Yeah. So that's the mission, is to provide them with political literacy. So I've been working on this project for the past 9 months, where look for different ways and different parts of the world who's done this before, etc., to learn from them and to bring that back.
Which country? I'm curious.
I spent quite a while collaborating with the UK. There's a UK organization that does the same thing, and I learned how they deploy it, and learn what the problems they face and the challenges, etc. So we have our own program now, that is based on our own syllabus, which is actually drawn from Ministry of Education.
Really?
Yes. So not all of us know this, but in the STPM, i.e. the A levels of Malaysia, the Malaysian system, there's actually a few chapters on our Parliament, on the Constitution, and all that. Yeah. So not that many students of ours go through STPM.
That's right.
And frankly, it's considered a hugely super dry subject, and frankly, perhaps not that many people care about, because it's
so now you're making it more attractive. How?
That's right. So the lesson learned from this sort of effort elsewhere is to provide compelling, to repackage the content in a more compelling way,
more attractive to the youth.
More attractive to the youth, right? So even not a youth, even an old folk like myself, I can't get myself to read really long articles that often, right?
Okay.
Naturally, so for youth who are used to
even more
so
attention span.
Yeah, so we're already developing all the content. We're converting that to videos, and these videos actually is a lot more palatable and make it a lot easier for youth to consume the information.
So this will be out when?
We already have our first video to be that's almost ready, and this will continue to be developed. We should go out to the field in April. We are pushing very hard to complete at least 2 months of syllabus to deliver.
So can you tell the audience where they can get all this information? And I also will type in the links. Especially there's quite a few things there. Like where can they find it?
Well, to start with, we will go to private schools to deliver this program. And these are the schools that we're going to start in April. Of course, for the government schools, we require the endorsement of whether the Ministry of Education or the Election Commission or Youth Council or somebody to gain access to schools, and that is underway.
Okay.
We are in discussion with Election Commission to be part of their programs to reach out and educate voters on this matter.
So what's the link to KiniAcademy?
Oh, for now you won't see it yet because it's still being developed. Yeah, you won't see anything yet.
So anyway, in the future, when it's up there, we will post this and just check out this page. Any famous last words from Danny?
There's a lot happening. There's a lot happening in our country. Whether it's there's a virus and the change of government, and much less, but don't talk about the youth facing their own changes in their lives.
Correct.
Learning new stuff.
Yes.
So go out there, get yourself informed. Don't believe everything at face value.
Yes.
Always question.
Yeah.
If you get something on WhatsApp, double check whether make sure you got 2 or 3 sources on the same thing.
Correct.
To verify the views.
If it's too good to be true, it usually is.
Yes. Like the Chinese say, there's not such a big frog jumping around the street.
Thank you, Danny. It's been great. We'll catch again. Maybe we'll talk about other things when the right time comes.
Yeah.
So I really salute you for the work you do, and I'm so touched.